Welcome to another broadcast live, South Texas Sports Live with Freddie Heredia. Catch us every week. The Fantasy Fix on South Texas Sports Live. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you catch all our social media, TikTok, Instagram, and X for all your player profiles and coaches interviews. If you're watching South Texas Sports Live, catch the Overtime Sports Show weekly on Monday nights on our YouTube channel. Watch us live on YouTube, Facebook. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Freddie there with you, South Texas Sports Live. Catch us live on our YouTube channel and all our social media. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Broadcasting to you live, South Texas Sports Live, the supreme leader in live local sports. Watch us on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and share. South Texas Sports Live.
Welcome to another broadcast of South Texas Sports Live. Freddie there with you tonight, live from the Lynn, Purcell Student Activity Center softball complex as the Titans of Southwest Legacy come into town for a District 28 5A matchup between the Legacy Titans at 2-2 and your CC Winn Lady Mavericks at 1-2. As we look ahead tonight, it's all going to be dealt with pitchers in the circle. Maite Figueroa for CC Winn. Salas Lopez for Southwest Legacy. They do have a lone senior in Amy Saul, who's a shortstop. We had a talk with her, the lone senior, on this Legacy Titan as we continue with this broadcast. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Buying, selling, or renting residential, commercial, farm, and ranch. Serving Eagle Pass, San Antonio, Del Rio, Carrizo Springs, Uvalde, and surrounding counties. That's Frankie Mauricio at La Cantera Real Estate at 2664 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite 1. Call them up, 830-513-3822 to set up an appointment with Frankie Mauricio, Realtor at La Cantera Real Estate. Welcome back to the pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Nevada's Williams, 780 East Rio Grande Street here in Eagle Pass, Texas. You've been injured in an accident. Need a trusted lawyer. 830-776-7003 is the number to call. as we give you the standings in 28-5A. McCollum at 4-0, Southwest at 2-1, South San at 3-1, MacArthur, Southside, Southwest Legacy all at 2-2, Winn at 1-2, and John Jay and Harlandale are 0-3. Elsewhere in the district, McCollum is at Harlandale, and John Jay is at South San tonight, as that's the other two games slated on the schedule. We're going to go ahead and give you our Hyundai Del Rio player of the game at the conclusion of this game. Also, we're going to get you our Rio Grande Heating and Cooling weather report here in just a second, as we'll give you the lineups. We have a 7 o'clock start, so we'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
Hola, buenos días. Los esperamos aquí en Loma Bonita Restaurant. En la mañana tenemos variedad de tacos mañaneros. Tenemos el menudo, los huevos rancheros, las migas, los chilaquiles. Por la tarde les ofrecemos el famosísimo caldo de res, las beef enchiladas, la milanesa, los tacos y muchas cosas más que ofrecerles. Estamos ubicados en la 1755 Garrison. Los esperamos.
Now at Hyundai of Del Rio. Lease a new 2026 Kona for only $269 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Remember, free maintenance on all new Hyundais. So hurry to Hyundai Del Rio today.
Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory, family-owned business. You can visit them at 2505 El Indio Highway. You can call them at 830-773-9151. Rica Barbacoa, El Menudo Delicioso, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as they give you great flour tortillas or corn tortillas. Sarita's Tortilla Factory. Si son Saritas, caliéntamelas para el sabor. And we're back live as both coaches, Coach Bocanera from the Titans and Coach Martinez of the CC Winn Mavericks. We had a chance to sit down with Coach last week on Wednesday, talked about his team. Of course, a year ago, 6-19, 5-13. We did also talk about all the girls. Ileana Hurtado, who's a junior, she's the shortstop. Julie Salinas, who's a sophomore. Of course, Maite Figueroa, the pitcher, who again kind of sets the tone. Tatiana Robledo, she's a senior. Desiree Rodriguez, a senior. There are several seniors on the team, on the squad. So, that's who they're looking to, of course, guide them through this season. As we give you the lineups for both teams, for the visiting team, the Southwest Legacy Titans, Nevea Sanchez, she's leading the way at 480. She's a freshman. She's also catching today. She's hitting 480 on the season, followed by the number 2 hitter, number 1, Emma Puente. She's playing center field. Amy Saul, the shortstop today. She normally plays shortstop and catcher. Number 12, hitting third. The cleanup spot is Valeria Saul. First baseman, wearing number 14. Number 21, batting fifth, Emery Ramirez. She's playing second base. Dulce Tovar is hitting sixth for the Titans, wearing number 6 and playing third base. The left fielder is Mackenzie Hernandez. She's hitting 7th, wearing number 13. Eternity Aguilar, she's the designated player. She's batting 8th, wearing number 10. Number 9, hitting number 9. Juliana Hernandez, playing right field. And the flex tonight, plus the pitcher, is Aria Salas Lopez, wearing number 8, in the circle for the Legacy Titans. For the home team, Liana Hurtado, she's leading off for the home team, the Lady Mavericks. Amanda Valderas, she's batting second and playing center field. Maite Figueroa is hitting third. And wearing number 5 in the circle. Daisy Garcia, she's the designated player. And she is batting fourth, wearing number 16. Hitting in the 5th spot is Dariana Mata. She's the first baseman, hitting 5th. And wearing number 15. Hitting 6th, Desiree Rodriguez. She's the catcher today. And wearing number 13. Batting 7th is Barbara Gomez. And hitting 7th, wearing number 14. And playing right field. The third baseman, hitting 8th, is Tatiana Robledo. Wearing number 10. The second baseman is Cassie Guerra, hitting 9th and wearing number 11. And Leah Galvan is the flex and playing left field, wearing number 1. Those are your lineups tonight for the Legacy Titans and the Lady Mavericks. The Lady Mavericks, as they're introducing both teams. And we're going to be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas. Locally offering free estimates, financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900. Or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. STX Training Academy, building better athletes, hitting instruction, one-on-one, pitching lessons, strength and conditioning, rental facilities, ECS Extreme Cheer, tumbling classes, travel cheer squads, competitive cheerleading. Wanna cheer your best? Train with the best. ECS Extreme Cheer. Call them up, 830-776-1589. Don't forget, STX Training Academy, building better athletes at 2008 North Bibb Avenue. Call them up, 830-968-3686. Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. You can visit them at www.precisiontune.com. Alignments, brake service, tires, AC service, oil changes, and tune-up. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. Investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate. Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our 3 main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by 493 Madison Street here in Eagle Pass. RichieLawGroup.com. And we're back as they're introducing the teams. They introduced the visiting team, now the home team.
Tonight for your Lady Mavs, it'll be number 13, Desiree Rodriguez. In right field, batting 7th, number 14, Barbara Gomez. Playing the hot corner tonight for your Lady Mavs, number 10, Tanya Robledo. Playing second base, number 11, Casey Guerra. And playing defensively in left field tonight for the Lady Mavs, number 1, Leah Galvan. Excuse me, number 3. And finally, number 3, Julie Salinas. Sorry about that, Julie. I didn't know you were hurt. The Lady Mavs are under the direction of head coach Tony Martinez. The His assistant coaches are as follows: Mayra Herrera, Eduardo Hurtado, Noah Garcia, and Roxy Roman. That is your Lady Mavs and their respective manager and coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, can we all please rise, remove our caps for the playing of our national anthem.
So we got the playing of our national anthem here. And we'll get you the real quick before the national anthem. Well, never mind. They got the national anthem playing. And we get set for the first pitch. As we want to thank everybody who's joined us on YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're hitting 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to give away something for the 1,000 subscriber. Also, we want to hit 2,000 in our social media. As far as our Facebook page, we also have TikTok, Instagram. That's where we have player profiles, coaches' interviews, players of the game, everything you name it, we got it there. And Snapchat is behind the scenes of what we're doing, where we're at, and who we're covering. So make sure you guys go cover all that stuff. Our weather report is brought to you by our good friends at Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, located at 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. It is 83 degrees. We had a high of 88, low of 64, clear skies tonight. Beautiful night for softball. 200 to dead center field, 200 to the left and right field foul poles. Of course, we have I would say a 10-foot high fence from gap to gap, and clear skies the rest of the day. Winds gust up to 16 miles per hour with a chance of softball. And that's your weather report, brought to you by Rio Grande Heating and Cooling. Freddie there with you tonight. Our good friend James Kidd could not be here with us tonight, so flying solo tonight. It's okay. I'm used to it. It's not a big deal. I want to thank all our great advertisers. Monica J. Cruz Real Estate, Chapa Law Group, of course, Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, Nevares Williams, the law offices of Ernesto Fuentes, Richie Law Group, Hyundai of Del Rio, La Parrilla, Valdez Tire Wrecker Service, Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels, Chance and Lee's Pizza, Eagle Pass Dental Clinic, Tacos Los Compadres, Precision Tune Auto Care, Saritas Tortilla Factory, STX Training Academy, and ECS Extreme Cheer, Frankie Mauricio at La Cantera Real Estate, Barrera Mortuary, Luis Barbershop, Hessler's Spices, Hessler's Properties, and Heslis Sporting Goods. Loma Bonita Restaurant, as those are all our great advertisers. As we start here leading off, Neve Sanchez. As Figueroa in the circle for the Lady Mavericks. First pitch is outside, ball 1 on Sanchez. Right down, foul. That's the Loma Bonita Restaurant, foul ball. So Sanchez is a freshman. She's hitting 480 on the season. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one fouled off. And that's the Heslis Spices foul ball. So she's in the 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. Beautiful night for softball. Top of the first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. As she goes down swinging for out number 1. And we get the K meter for Maite tonight.
That'll bring up their center fielder, number 1, Emma Puente.
Emma Puente. That one fouled off. Emma Puente hitting 150. 27 at bats. Fouls that one off. And that's the Luis Barbershop foul ball. So no balls and 2 strikes quickly on Puente. Trusting here, no balls, 2 strikes. Misses outside. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter, Puente. Swing and a miss, strike 3. She goes down swinging for out number 2. So Amy Saul, who we talked before the game. Catch that interview on our social media. Changes speeds there. She's way ahead of that one. That one lifted and will fall foul. So quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Amy Saul in 9 games, she's hitting 345, 34, 29 at bats, 11 runs, 10 hits, 9 RBIs. She's got 3 doubles and a homer. Strike 3 called over to first. And she strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3 for Figueroa. Third strikeout recorded. Hurtado, Valderas, and Figueroa due up. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Dario Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Dario Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla.
Happy.
Tacos Los Compares. And we're back live. Freddie there with you. We're in the bottom of the Lily Hurtado. We're in the bottom half of the inning. Bottom half of the first. They start her off with an off speed as Hurtado, a junior, ball one. So the high scoring games for Southwest Legacy. Strike. So 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. They had a 15-13 game as they lost against Southside. They had a 21-1 against South San. You got to remember, at the beginning of the season, the opener for CC Winn, it was a 3-1 game against South San. So for the Lady Eagles, and they were missing 5 players. So then they beat MacArthur 16-8. So another high-scoring game, and then 14-4 as they beat Harlandale. Of course, the Lady Mavericks did beat Harlandale and to go to 1-2. That one misses. So 3-1 count now on Hurtado. Leadoff batter for the Lady Mavericks. 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch on its way. That one misses, ball 4. Runner to first base. As you look at Hurtado over at first.
That'll bring up to the plate center fielder number 8, Amanda Valderas.
So Valderas. Strike 1 on Valderas. So Hurtado at first with a walk. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Over to second is Hurtado. So 1-1 count now on the hitter Valderas. Runner at second base is Hurtado. That one misses. High. Ball 2. Swing and a miss. Changes Strike 3 called. One out in the inning as Valderas goes down swinging for out number 1. Now Maite Figueroa. It was a 9-6 game between Harlingdale and CC Winn. They lost to MacArthur 6-2, and of course that 6-3 to South San. Strike 1 called on Figueroa. Called strike on the outside corner. Runner will go back. So, in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes on Figueroa, the pitcher. That one lays off that off-speed outside pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom half of the first. 1 out. Runner in scoring position for the Lady Mavericks. That one line foul. That's the Parrilla foul ball. Stays in the count. No, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Figueroa. On deck for that one. Fouled off left side. First baseman gives chase. Got a runner at second. Salinas is, I believe, hurt. Fouls that one off. Stays in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maite's on base percentage is .500. That one misses low and away. Ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. Figueroa hitting .333 and Maite hits it back, tagging, going to third as Figueroa puts a charge on that one, flies out to center field. Runner at third is Hurtado. She tags. So now Daisy Garcia. Daisy Garcia, the designated player in the game against that one misses inside. Against South San, Daisy. I gotta go back. To those stats. Bottom of the first, running at third. Catches the outside corner. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Everything off speed right now for Salas Lopez. 2-1. The hitters have to stay back on Overall record 5-6-1 for the Lady Mavericks. 6-6 for the Titans. That one down, foul. Runs the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tuesday night game of the week presented to you by Ritchie Law Group. Misses outside. Runs the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes now. 3-2. On the hitter, Daisy Garcia. So we're going to have a little chat. And with that, we're going to take a little quick one. Never mind. I won't take it. So 3-2 pitch on its way from Salas Lopez. On the hitter, Garcia. 3-2 pitch on its way. Ball 4. She trots over to first. So runners at the corners. First and third for the Lady Mavericks.
We will be having a courtesy runner for the catch.
It's not a courtesy runner. That's a pinch runner. Because she's a DP. Courtesy runners would be for pitcher catcher. So pinch running.
Courtesy runner will be number 1, Via Galvan.
So Galvan, who is a flex, will come in to run for Garcia. Now De Arena Mata.
Brings up to the plate now, first baseman, number 15, Dariana Mata.
So Mata. Bottom of the first, runners at first and second. Mata, who Coach Bocanegra giving the sign. First pitch swinging. That one gets into the gap. 1 run will score. Coming around, Galvan, as Mata will get into second with a double. As she has a double to the gap.
Dariana Mata bringing in 2 runs for the Lady Mavs.
2 RBI double for Mata. Brings in Hurtado from third. And Galvan all the way from first as Mata.
Number 13, Desiree Rodriguez.
The catcher, Desiree Rodriguez, comes to bat. 2-0 the score. Rodriguez. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Almost chase something out of the zone. 2-0 the score. Two now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Desiree hits it hard to left field and into the glove of the left fielder for out number 3, but that retires. They get 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 2-0. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Call them up, 830-352-4280. Open Monday through Sunday from 5 to midnight. Don't forget, Sundays from 12:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Barbacoa y menudo, aguas frescas, tacos, los compadres. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog, 1296 Dario Boulevard, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Dario Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. And we're back live, ready there with you. Top of the second, Valeria Saul checks her swing. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, as Maite Figueroa has a 2-run lead here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. When we talked to Coach Martinez on Wednesday, you can watch that podcast as we had the preview. He talks highly about how the group has come together this season as far as the culture for the Lady Mavericks and believing in that they can play in District 28 5A and they can really do some damage. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as she goes down swinging for out number 1.
Raul is going down swinging for out number 1. And your batter now, the second baseman, number 21, Emery Ramirez.
Swing and a miss for Ramirez, the second baseman. We look at some stats real quick for district stats as far as pitching is concerned. Figueroa has a 4.0 earned run average. She's pitched 7 innings, which I doubt is 7 innings. It's been Her opposing batting average is 250. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ramirez. Thank you for watching South Texas Sports Live on our YouTube channel, Facebook page. Make sure you guys share it. That one fouled off as Rodriguez couldn't squeeze that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Ramirez. That one popped up and out of play. She's had more than 12 Ks this season. She had 12 Ks in 1 game against South San. So, yeah, I don't... Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And Ramirez goes down looking for out number 2.
And your batter now, third baseman, number 6,
Dulce Tovar, the third baseman for Coach Bocanegra. This next batter is brought to you by Chance and Lee's Pizza. Make sure you guys go visit him. In lunch specials from 11 to 3. Today I had that one fouled off. That's the Sarita's Tortilla Factory foul ball. I had a slice of pizza and some wings and a drink for $10. Slice of pizza is about a quarter size. 2-0 the score here. We're in the top half of the second. We play 7. Swing and a miss, strike 2. When we talked to Coach Martinez, he did mention that Figueroa, who is a junior, understands her role in the circle and understanding the role that she takes, that she's a leader. Plus, not only has she also learned what it is to pitch, understanding that hitters will adjust, and she has to adjust with the hitters also. She has to change eye levels. She has to change, and she started learning that when she extends the plate, when she goes from line to line, when she goes from inside and out, and also changes the eye level from top of the zone to the below the zone, that does wonders for her. She makes Tovar swing and miss as she goes down swinging for out number 3, and that's 1, 2, 3 for the Titans as she records her 6th strikeout. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
Happy.
Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas. Locally offering free estimates, financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our 3 main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by 493 Madison Street here in Eagle Pass. RitchieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kit. Man, we're back live, ready there with you. As we're in the bottom of the second, we got Gomez, Robledo, and Guerra due up for the Lady Mavericks. Strike 1 on Gomez. that changeup for Salas Lopez has been working, keeping the batters off balance here, as we see the 7, 8, 9 hitters come up for the Lady Mavericks. That one rifled into left field and in for a hit for Gomez. She's at first base with a single.
And that'll bring up to the plate now third baseman number 10, Tanya Robledo.
So Tanya Robledo with a runner at first. And no outs. Robledo, the third baseman, into the right-handed batter's box. Tapper right back to going to second. Out at second. She's called out at second on a force out. So Robledo reaches on a fielder's choice. 1-4 put out for out number 1 over at second. So Guerra second baseman shows bunt, and that one's fouled. The precision tune auto care foul ball. Like, follow, share all our social media: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, X also. So runner at first is Robledo. To third. Over to second. And could not get the double play. So Guerra, a 5-4 put out as Robledo gets in another fielder's choice as Guerra gets on. Top of the lineup. Hurtado now. Hurtado reached on a walk and run scored with a stolen base. Guerra goes safe as Guerra swipes and gets into second with a stolen base. 1 ball, no strikes on Hurtado. Salas Lopez in the circle for the Titans. Strike on the outside corner. Time is called. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. Hurtado. That one missed high. Ball 2.
Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike on the man at shortstop.
Bottom of the second. Lady Mavericks lead it by 2-0. Hurtado to right field. Going back, the right fielder into the glove. As Hernandez camps under that one for out number 3. And that retires. Excuse me. That was that was Hernandez, Juliana Hernandez. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We complete 2. We'll go to the third. Hernandez, Aguilar, Hernandez due up. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
Needed
Financing available. Brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Tacos Los Compadres, located at 256 North Pierce Street. Call them up, 830-352-4280. Open Monday through Sunday from 5 to midnight. Don't forget, Sundays from 12:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Barbacoa y menudo. Aguas frescas. Tacos Los Compadres. Saritas Tortilla Factory, family-owned business. You can visit them at 2505 El Indio Highway. You can call them at 830-773-9151. Rica Barbacoa, El Menudo Delicioso, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as they give you great flour tortillas or corn tortillas. Saritas Tortilla Factory. Si son saritas, caliéntamelas para el sabor. We're back live, top of the third. 2-0 the score. As you got Hernandez, Aguilar. Hernandez, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Titans of Southwest Legacy. So this half inning is brought to you by Eagle Pass Dental Clinic. That one hit to second base as Guerra. That's the first ball put in play by Southwest Legacy. That flight out to the second baseman, Guerra, for out number 1. Eternity Aguilar, the DP. Top half of the third. Fouls that one off, and that's the STX Training Academy. ECS cheer, foul ball. Inside misses. 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike. As I was mentioning and talking before we went to break, 3-year letterman in Maite Figueroa, swing and a miss, strike 2. She came in as a freshman, did her job in the circle as a freshman, but as a freshman, her way of kind of going through a game was kind of raw, getting it past the batters. That one hit into right field for a single all the way to the wall as Aguilar gets into second with a double. So double for Aguilar. And as she's learning how to pitch in her third year, she's understanding how to control the plate and where she needs to be in and out, on top of the zone or, below the zone. So that's important. A bunt attempt, foul. That's the law offices of Ernesto Fuentes. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. As Hernandez goes down swinging for out number 2.
Hernandez goes down swinging for out number 2. Leads off Titans
Now we go back to the top of the lineup. Sanchez. And that misses outside, ball one. Runner at second base. So this weekend, the Eagles will Caney Creek at Blossom Athletic. That one up the middle. Play at the plate. Not in time. An RBI single by Sanchez. Moves to second on a throw home as they cut it in half, 2-1. Aguilar comes home. So 2 outs, a 2-out RBI single for Sanchez. Now Emma Puente.
Your batter now, center fielder, number 8, Emma Puente.
Puente right back up to Maite. Over to first. So Puente retired 1-3, put out for out number 3. That retires the Titans. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half. Valderas, Figueroa, Garcia. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. Investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate.
Hola, buenos días. Los esperamos aquí en Loma Bonita Restaurant. En la mañana tenemos variedad de tacos mañaneros. Tenemos el menudo, los huevos rancheros, las migas, los chilaquiles. Por la tarde les ofrecemos el famosísimo caldo de res, las beef enchiladas, la milanesa, los tacos y muchas cosas más que ofrecerles. Estamos ubicados en la 1755 Garrison. Los esperamos.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Luis Barbershop. And we're back live. Freddie there with you. We're in the bottom of the safe at first as the first baseman went to tag Valderas, and she's on E3. Figueroa, who flew out to center field her first time up. Misses outside. Ball 1.
Hey, Veronica.
That one in the turf. Camera operator Samuel Flores out there giving you guys up the middle, single, sharp, all the way to the warning track in center field. A single. Valderas goes to third, and Maite Figueroa a single to center. Now runners at the corners.
Time being called, we are going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
They have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Alyssa Flores, courtesy runner.
And your batter now for your Lady Mavs, their cleanup hitter, number 6.
Yeah, it's number 4, Alyssa Flores, the courtesy runner. So runners at first and third. No outs here in the bottom half of the third for the Lady Mavericks. Score 1-2, the score. Strike one called on Daisy Garcia, who got a double. Excuse me, got a walk. My bad. Strike one called. That one up the middle. Figueroa, as Garcia gets an RBI single, brings in Valderas from third, and Flores, the courtesy runner, goes to second. So runners at first and second, and a third run in for the Lady Mavericks here in the bottom half, making it 3-1 the score. But Leah Galvan, the flex, will come in to run for now the Mata, who has a 2 RBI double to get the scoring going here in the game, and she got that that double to the gap in right center field. That one misses outside, ball 1. To the third baseman. Tags it at third. She gets a force out.
Making the play unassisted for out number 1.
And Tovar gets the force out at third of Flores. 5 unassisted for out number 1. Runners do advance. Fielder's choice for Mata. She gets on it first. Now Desiree. So runners at first and second. With one out. Lined to the shortstop. Play at the plate. Over to third. And she's tagged at third. So Desiree Galvan comes in to score. Mata gets thrown out. It was a 7-2-5 putout for out number 2. And Rodriguez at first base with a line. She gets an RBI. Makes it 4.
Your batter now, right fielder number 14, Barbara Gomez.
And Gomez over to short. She grounds out to fielder's choice. 6-4 put out for out number 3, and that retires the Lady Mavericks. But 2 runs come in on 2 hits, 1 error. And nobody left on base. 4-1 the score. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. STX Training Academy, building better athletes, hitting instruction, one-on-one, pitching lessons, strength and conditioning, rental facilities, ECS Extreme Cheer, tumbling classes, travel cheer squads, competitive cheerleading. Wanna cheer your best? Train with the best. ECS Extreme Cheer. Call them up, 830-776-1589. Don't forget, STX Training Academy, building better athletes at 2008 North Bibb Avenue. Call them up, 830-968-3686. Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. You can visit them at www.precisiontune.com. Emissions, alignments, brake service, tires, AC service, oil changes, and tune-up. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. Buying, selling, or renting residential, commercial, farm, and ranch. Serving Eagle Pass, San Antonio, Del Rio, Carrizo Springs, Uvalde, and surrounding counties. That's Frankie Mauricio at La Cantera Real Estate at 2664 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite 1. Call them up, 830-513-3822 to set up an appointment with Frankie Mauricio, Realtor at La Cantera Real Estate.
Ahora en Hyundai del Río, llévate una 2026 Santa Cruz en plan de arriendo por solo $319 al mes. ¿Quieres saber los detalles? Ven y visítanos en Hyundai del Río o llámanos al 830-422-3900.
Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog, 1296 Durio Boulevard, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're back live, top of the 4th. We got Saul, and Ramirez due up for the Lady Titans here in the top half of the 4th. Down 3, 4-1. Maite catches the inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. 1-1 the count on Saul. Got to talk to her. She's a native of California, San Diego, California. Foul ball. That's the Siesta Tire and Custom Wheel foul ball. It's in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes now. Another busy week this week for us. Checked her swing. That one misses. Just misses. 3-2 the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Foul ball. That's the Tacos Los Compadres foul ball. That one swing and a miss as Saul goes down swinging for out number 1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. That one gets by. As Valerie Saul, the first baseman, struck out back in the second. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball gets away from the catcher. Over to first. Not in time. Emery Ramirez. So there was only 1 game tonight for soccer. Southside 2-0 over MacArthur. That one hit. That one going back all the way to the base of the wall. Coming around from first and staying at third is Saul. Ramirez first pitch swinging a double off the wall in left field. So runners now at second and third for the Legacy Titans. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Dulce Tovar, the third baseman, who is 0 for 1, struck out back in the second inning. One of the 8 strikeouts that Maite has. Actually, 9 strikeouts. That one hit to left field and down. As that one gets down to the corner in left field, 1 run will score, 2 runs will score. And sliding at third, safe at third with a triple is Tovar. Cuts the game in to 4-3 now. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla.
Happy.
And we're back live. Mackenzie Hernandez with a runner at third base. And one out in the inning. Hernandez flew out to second base to Guerra back at the third. 4-3 the score here. The Titans have been in some games that they've had to outscore their opponents. Of course, it was a 15-3 game against Southside. 21-1 against Southwest. So 3 balls and no strikes. Three no count on the hitter. That one catches the inside corner. 3-1 now on McKenzie. Strike 2. That one fouled off. That one popped up. Catcher gets under that one. That one finds. And that's the Chapa Law Group foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Legacy down by 1, 3-4. As they score 2 runs here in the fourth. The top of the fourth. 1 run in the third. Three-two pitch from Figueroa. I heard a tip, but walk over to first. So runners at the corners. First pitch fouled off.
Only one to count on the designated hitter.
So Hernandez is over at first with a walk. Runner goes to second on a pass ball. And now Aguilar, who had a double and a run scored in that third inning, she's up to bat with runners at second and third, and 1 out in the inning. That one, a rise ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. That one into shallow center field. 1 run will come in. Play at the plate, not in time. Runner at second base. As Aguilar gets a 2 RBI double. As they take a 5-4 lead. First pitch swinging to right field. And into the glove of the right fielder for the Lady Mavericks. That's Gomez. But Aguilar tags and goes to third. Hernandez flies out to left for out number 2. In the fourth, 5-4, as Sanchez fouls that one off, and that's the Sarita's Tortilla Factory foul ball. Salinas not in the lineup for Julie Salinas. Not in the lineup. Sortado over to first for out number 3. 6-3 put out for out number 3. That retires 4 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half. Robledo, Guerra, and then the top of the lineup. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas. Locally offering free estimates, financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our 3 main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by 493 Madison Street here in Eagle Pass. RitchieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels.
Back live, Freddie there with you. Bottom of the fourth, 5-4 the score. 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the third for the Lady Mavericks. As we got Tanya Robledo. First pitch swinging to the shortstop. Over to first for out number 1. Made a change here, I think. Yeah. Saul comes to to catch. Because Robledo was 6'3", put out for out number 1. Casi Guerra. That one hit back to the pitcher over to first. That one gets away from the first baseman, and Guerra reaches on an error.
That'll bring up to the plate now for your lady man, shortstop number 2, Lynn Hurtado.
So Lilian Hurtado. And Hurtado hits the 5-6 hole. And she gets a single. So now runners at first and second. So now Amanda Barderas. That's where Julie Salinas should be at right now, but she just found out she is hurt. Valderas comes to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes on the hitter. She's 0 for 2. Reached on an error and run scored back in the third. Valderas swings that one to right. His right fielder was under that one for out number 2. She flew out to right as the right fielder Hernandez was there to snag that one for the second out of the inning. Now Maite Figueroa, who's 1 for 2. Runners at first and second, and 2 outs for the pitcher Figueroa. Starts her off. That one called a strike on the outside corner. I want to thank everybody who's watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, share, follow all our social media. We're going to have our player of the game concluding this game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one lifted to left field. That one going back, hit the wall. Going around. 2-run double for Maite Figueroa, as she puts a charge on that one. A double to left field as she brings in Guerra from second. And Hurtado all the way from first scoring as they take a 1-run lead, 6-5. Here in the bottom half of the fourth, as the courtesy runner is going to be Flores, Alyssa Flores. So 6-5 the score now. Runner over at second. Thank you guys for following us.
Now batting for your lady man, number 6, Jimena Jimenez.
So now Daisy Garcia. Oh, excuse me, that's number 6 hitting. Pinch hitting number 6 for the Lady Mavericks. That's Jimena Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Or strike 1, excuse me. So Jimenez comes in to pinch hit here in the 4th inning, with the Lady Mavericks leading by 1, 6-5. Jimenez goes down with a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes. On the hitter. Misses outside. Go to third. Safe at third. It's a stolen base for Flores. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2-2-2 on the scoreboard. That one misses outside. Ball 3. Runs the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count on Jimena Jimenez. Runner at third, 60 feet away from going up 2. 3-2 pitch on its way. That one in the dirt, throw down to third, not in time. Runner to first. So runners at the corners now.
Jimenez draws a walk. Brings up to the plate now for first base, the Lady Man's first base. Dari Mata.
So now Jimena draws a walk. First and third for Dariana Mata, who reached on her fielder's choice. Her last time up. So 1 ball, no strikes on the hitter. Mata, who had a 2 RBI double back in the first. That one to the shortstop. Over to first in time for out number 3. 6-3 put out for the third out. That retires the Lady Mavericks. But they scored 2 more runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. 4 complete from Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center softball field. 6-5. Lady Mavericks lead it. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Tacos Los Compadres, located at 256 North Pierce Street. Call them up, 830-352-4280. Open Monday through Sunday from 5 to midnight. Don't forget, Sundays from 12:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Barbacoa y menudo. Aguas frescas. Tacos Los Compadres. Saritas Tortilla Factory, family-owned business. You can visit them at 2505 El Indio Highway. You can call them at 830-773-9151. Rica Barbacoa, El Menudo Delicioso, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as they give you great flour tortillas or corn tortillas. Saritas Tortilla Factory. Si son saritas, caliéntamelas para el sabor. Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
We're back live. Top of the fifth. Score 6-5. Is the Titans of Southwest Legacy. As Puente steps into the batter's box. Struck out back in the first and grounded out back to the pitcher in the third. That one hit into right field. That was number 7, I believe. That was Gabby Flores hitting for Puente. So Gabby Flores got a single to right field. And she's at second, actually a double. And now Amy Saul, who came to catch now. She's a catcher. She was at short. She started at short. She's 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts tonight. That one lifted into center field, going back. Base of the wall. Quickly in. As the center fielder, Valderas, quickly gets the ball in. A single for Saul to center field. .65 the score. We're in the top of the fifth. You're watching STX Sports Live. That one ripped for a single, RBI single for Valeria Saul. She got it into the 5-6 hole. Brings in Flores. Actually, Flores was wondering why she wasn't. Because Flores, actually, Gabby Flores. A bunt by Ramirez. She had a double back in the fourth in that 4-run inning for the Titans. Strike one. Gabby leads. Gabby Flores is a junior. She leads the team as far as batting average. She's at 625. So wasn't sure why she wasn't in the starting lineup for Coach Bocanegra. Runner goes to third. And she is safe at third. So runner to third. And runner to second. That one missed low. Two and one the count. Strike on the outside corner. Runs the count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tied ball game at 6-6. That one missed high. That one fouled off. That's the Frankie Mauricio La Candela Real Estate foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 3, as Ramirez goes down swinging for out number 1. She revved back and 1 out here in the top half of the 5th. We play 7, tied at 6-6. Tovar, who had a 2 RBI triple in that 4-run 4th inning for the Titans, couldn't check her swing, strike 1. Another bunt attempt and couldn't put it down quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Shows bunt again. That one fouled off. That's the Hyundai of Del Rio foul ball. That one lined into right field. 1-1 will score as there's no play at the plate. 2 runs come in as Tovar gets another 2 RBI single. That one to right. Brings in Saul from 3rd. And Saul from 2nd. Makes it 8-6. Legacy. They take a 2-run lead here in the top half of the 5th. That's off a tip into the glove. Strike 1. Ball 1. So walk. Officially, she's 0 for 1. Flight out to second base. That's Mackenzie Hernandez. Fouled that one off. Strike 2. That's the Nevares Williams foul ball. Runner at first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ramirez. That one misses inside. Runs the count. 1 and 2. Or, excuse me, evens out the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one popped up and out of play. That's the Hessless Properties foul ball. Two-two pitch. Checked her swing, going down to second. And not in time. Safe. It's called. 3-2. Runner to second. One out, 3-2 pitch on its way. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And another strikeout for Figueroa. She got Hernandez looking. Hernandez got caught with her hand in the cookie jar for out number 2. So 2 outs. That one fouled off. That's the Loma Bonita restaurant. Foul ball. That one up the middle. Over to first in time for out number 3 as Aguilar gets retired 1-3 for out number 3. And that retires the Titans. 3 more runs here in the 5th on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 8-6. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. Investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate.
Hola, buenos días. Los esperamos aquí en Loma Bonita Restaurant. En la mañana tenemos variedad de tacos mañaneros. Tenemos el menudo, los huevos rancheros, las migas, los chilaquiles. Por la tarde les ofrecemos el famosísimo caldo de res, las beef enchiladas, la milanesa, los tacos y muchas cosas más que ofrecerles. Estamos ubicados en la 1755 Garrison. Los esperamos.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. Back live, bottom of the 5th. 8-6. Up the middle. Nice backhand by the second baseman, but Rodriguez has an infield hit. And she gets the man, Gomez. She's 1 for 2 with a hit back in the 2nd for the Lady Mavericks. As Rodriguez will run over at first. That one lifted into right field. Right fielder under that one for out number 1. So, 1 out in the inning. And just an update for also around the area. Brennan 65, United South 38. That's the end. That ends the run for United South boys basketball. Congratulations to them as they got into the Sweet 16. And Robledo, she's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in a second and a ground out to the shortstop back in the fourth. 1 ball, no strikes. That one lifted into the gap. That's a gapper all the way to the gap, all the way to the wall, to left center, to right center, excuse me, as Rodriguez will get to third, and Robledo, a single, stretches as the ball came into third. She went to second. Now Guerra comes to bat with runners in scoring position and 1 out. Here in the bottom half of the fifth, high-scoring games in District in District 28 5A. As Guerra swings and misses, strike 1. So urge you guys to follow us on all our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're looking to hit 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We're at 988. We're 12 away from 1,000 subscribers. Help us get there. Share the link. Like, follow all our social media. We, South Texas Sports Live is all about our student athletes. As you look at our stuff on our social media, it's all about the players that sacrifice day in and day out, being a student athlete, going to school, being excellent in the classroom, and then on the field. Our mission is always to promote our student athletes. And, of course, coaches that take their time to do what they do year in and year out. From Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Laredo, South San Antonio, and across our great state of Texas. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. We got coach talking to the home plate umpire. Yeah, Flores, I think, was a pinch hit. I think she's back. She re-entered. Puente re-entered for Flores. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Nice. There, a catcher, Saul. 3 balls, 1 strike. As Hurtado is the on deck circle. That one fouled off. Cassie has 2 balls, 2 strikes on her. Cassie Guerra. Excuse me, 3-2. on Guerra. 3-2 pitch on its way from Salas Lopez in the circle for the Titans. That one fouled off. That's the Barrera Monterrey. Yeager Barrera Monterrey foul ball. Three-two pitch on its way. 8-6 to score. Guerra sharply to short. Can't handle the ball. Throw hole. As Guerra gets on first, 2 runs will come in. Hits the ball sharply to shortstop. The shortstop could not handle that one as Guerra gets on an error by the shortstop. Brings in 2 runs. Ties up the ball game at 8-8. Putting the ball in play. Both teams. As we're tied up here in the 5th. Hurtado comes to bat. 2 runs scored. She's 1 for 2 with a walk. That one sharply to left. All the way to the wall. Guerra rounding third. Coming home. She is out at home. Hurtado with a hit to left field. Gets a double. And trying to score from first base. 7-5-2 for out number 1 as Guerra gets thrown out at home for out number 2. As Valderas, who flew out to right, back into 4th. Coach being aggressive there. Coach Martinez waving Guerra around. As they're knotted up at 8 here in the bottom half of the 5th. Hurtado at second. So 3-0, 3 balls, no strikes. Two outs, tied at 8-8. There's Amy Saúl, the senior, goes into the circle. Talks to as the Mavericks are away from the confines. And walk issued to Valderas. Hurtado at second. Valderas at first. The Mavericks are away from the confines of the Polo Moncada Baseball Stadium as they're at the Ha'a Complex tonight against Hardendale as they finish off the Hondo tournament this past weekend, going 4-0 in the tournament. We caught one of their games against Brennan as they won that game. Trying to get the update from bottom of the fifth, 2 outs. Coach went to talk to and an update from Tejada. 1-1 to score as the Mavericks and the Harlandale Indians are tied it up at 1-1. They're in the 6th inning already. As they put Figueroa on to load the bases. An intentional walk can get to Jimena Jimenez, who walked her last time up back in the 4th. So 3 balls, no strikes on Jimena. And a walk, an RBI, as she trots over to first. So walks in a run. Hurtado comes in for the 9th run for the Lady Mavericks. Jimenez now. Dariana Mata. Strike 1 on Mata. Mata had a double with the 2 RBI double. Hit into a fielder's choice, grounded out to short. She's 1 for 3 today. But a dangerous bat with bases loaded. 9-8 the score. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. That one misses. 1-1 count on Mata. Dangerous hitter at the plate. They went around Figueroa. Walked her intentionally. Got to Jimena Jimenez. She walked. Loaded the bases up again. That one misses inside. Dariana Mata had her brother last year play for the Winn Mavericks. He was the first baseman, senior, in that made that run in the playoffs. Lost in the 2nd round. That one rifled right side foul. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter Mata. Bottom of the 5th, 9-8 to score. 3 more runs here in the 5th for the Lady Mavericks. As I mentioned before when we were in the pregame show, both of these teams, well, for Legacy, they've been playing games that have high-scoring games. That one missed outside. Ball 3. I mentioned they had a 15-13 game. Dottie to second base. Second baseman missed the tag, out at first. 4-3 put out for out number 3, and that retires the Mavericks as 3 more runs come in. And 5 complete. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
Academy, building better athletes, hitting instruction, one-on-one, pitching lessons, strength and conditioning, rental facilities, ECS Extreme Cheer, tumbling classes, travel cheer squads, competitive cheerleading. Wanna cheer your best? Train with the best. ECS Extreme Cheer. Call them up, 830-776-1589. Don't forget, STX. Precision Tune Auto Care, located at 2137 Garrison Street. Call them up, 830-758-0701. You can visit them at www.precisiontune.com. Emissions, alignments, brake service, tires, AC service, oil changes, and tune-up. That's Precision Tune Auto Care. Buying, selling, or renting residential, commercial, farm, and ranch. Serving Eagle Pass, San Antonio, Del Rio, Carrizo Springs, Uvalde, and surrounding counties. That's Frankie Mauricio at La Cantera Real Estate at 2664 North Veterans Boulevard, Suite 1. Call them up, 830-513-3822 to set up an appointment with Frankie Mauricio, Realtor at La Cantera Real Estate.
Ahora en Hyundai del Río, llévate una 2026 Santa Cruz en plan de arriendo por solo $319 al mes. ¿Quieres saber los detalles? Ven y visítanos en Hyundai del Río o llámanos al 830-422-3900.
And we're back live, top of the 6th, as we got Hernandez due up here. That's number 2. What's up? So that's number 2. That's Nevea Garcia. So there were some changes that were made. As Nevea gets on. She draws a walk. Now that's Nevea Sanchez. So Sanchez comes to the plate. 9-8. Garcia over at first. Sanchez is 1 for 3. Bunt over to first in time for out number 1. Does her job. Sacrifice bunt. 5-3 put out for out number 1. And looks to be Gabby Flores. Or no, Puente comes back. So after the pinch hit by Flores, Puente comes in. That one slice foul. And that's the Ricci Law Group foul ball. That one missing low. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter, Puente. Changes were made, and I think is the we got the runner at second base, Garcia, giving Sanchez kind of the location of where the ball's located at or gonna be pitched. So counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Runner at second base. Two pitch. That one misses low. Nice dig by Rodriguez there behind the plate. Runs the count even, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two count. Pitch. That one lifted into shallow right. Runner to third. And Sanchez the second. Excuse me. Puente the second. No throw. So Garcia to third, Puente to second, and Amy Saul, the senior shortstop catcher, struck out back in the first, struck out in the fourth, and had a single and a run scored in the 5th inning, in that 3-run 5th inning for the Lady Titans. Swing and a miss, strike 1. As I was going back, so 28 runs scored in that loss against Southside, 15-13. And then 22 runs scored total in that loss to South San, 21-1. And then in that the MacArthur, where they did win, they scored 24 runs total between both teams as they lost. As they won 16-8, and then 18 runs against Harlandale, and they won 14-4. So high scoring affairs for the Titans of Southwest Legacy in their 4 games in district play, as they're 2-2 in district for the Lady Mavericks. That one just missed low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Runners in scoring position. 9-8 to score. That one missed. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Brian Vera says who's in left and who's in right for which team. That one fouled off. Runs the count even at 2-2 now. For the Titans, in left field is Mackenzie Hernandez, and in right, I believe it's Juliana. If not, it's Nevea Garcia. 2-2 pitch. That one missed low. 3-2 now. The 3-2 pitch on its way. That one to Guerra. Guerra over to first for out number 2. So Saul gets an RBI as she brings in Garcia from third. Runner moves over to third. She's put out 4-3 for out number 2. Ties up the ball game at 9-9. For Valeria Saul, the first baseman. First pitch is high, ball 1. She struck out back in the second. Struck out in the fourth on a third drop strike 3, but she got on and scored in that 4-run inning, and then got an RBI single in the 5th. So she's 2 for 3. That one gets away. And on a pass ball, Puente comes in, scores a 10th run. So 2 balls and no strikes. Does coach come out to talk to his pitcher? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Dario Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury.
We're back live. Misses high, ball 3. Ball 4. Saul reaches on a walk. Now Ramirez, who's 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored, back in the 4th. Miss or gets called strike. That one gets by the catcher, Rodriguez. Runner advances to second. Swing. Strike 2. 2 outs on Ramirez. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. They take a 1-run lead, getting 2 here in the 6th. That one gets by over to run the count now. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the hitter Ramirez. Runner at third. That one popped up. That's the Valdez Tire Record Service. Foul ball. 2-2 now. 2 outs. 10-9. Top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. As Maite Figueroa gets Ramirez swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. And that's the 12th strikeout for Maite. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 10-9. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
No cases too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla.
Happy.
Rio Grande Heating and Cooling, serving Eagle Pass and the surrounding areas. Locally offering free estimates, financing available. Don't let the heat get to you. Give them a call, 830-758-1900, or stop by 2227 North Veterans Boulevard. Remember, skilled labor isn't cheap. Cheap labor isn't skilled. Rio Grande Heating and Cooling.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is, if you've got
We're back live. Freddie there. Bottom of the 6th, down by a run, 10-9. So we got gonna be strike called on Rodriguez. So she started the inning in the 5th, in that 3-run 5th, and she starts here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike. She got a single and a run scored in that 3-run inning. Two balls and a strike on the hitter. Rodriguez, the senior. Down third base, foul. Strike 3 called on the outside corner on a 2-2 pitch. As Rodriguez goes down looking for out number 1.
Your batter now is right fielder, number 14, Barbara Gomez.
So 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th. We play 7. Strike 1 on Gomez. Gomez had a single back in the 2nd. Reached hit into a fielder's choice and flied out to right. She's 1 for 3 tonight. That one up the middle. A sharp single to center field for Gomez. So runner on for the Lady Mavericks. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Tanya Robledo, who had a single and a run scored in the 5th. She grounded out to short and hit into a fielder's choice back in the 2nd, 1 for 3 tonight. Runner at first. So 2 balls and no strikes on Robledo. Swing and a miss. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the hitter, Robledo. Bottom of the 6th, runner at first. Down by a run, 10-9. That one fouled off. That's the Rio Grande Heating and Cooling foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside pitch. Ball 3. So 3-2 on the hitter, Robledo. 1 out. Runner at first. Down by a run. Bottom of the 6th. We're at the Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center softball complex. Freddie there with you. And draw a walk. So now runners at first and 2nd. For the Lady Mavericks, as they're out talking to, and I think Salas Lopez will come out. We're going to have a new pitcher in the circle. Check to see, that's number 22 in the circle now. For the Titans, that looks like it's Madeline Hawthorne. So let's check the. I'll check the changes here. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
Injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our three main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by, 493 Madison Street, here in Eagle Pass. RitchieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010.
We're back live, Freddie there with you, as Madeline Hawthorne comes in for the Lady Titans, or the Titans, I'm sorry. Madeline Hawthorne. Cassie Guerra, strike one. Swings and misses, strike two. It's Madeline Hawthorne is the pitcher now. Comes in for Salas Lopez. Cassie. So there's a courtesy runner. And fouls that one off. Guerra is out as she tried to bunt herself on with two strikes for out number two. And now we go to the top of the lineup in Hurtado. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Lines it. Couldn't get as the shortstop ties up the ball game. Time is called.
Gomez comes in to tie the ball game at 10 apiece. We have time involved.
There's a shortstop. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
It's in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair, that's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels.
Tacos Los Compadres, located at 256 North Pierce Street. Call them up, 830-352-4280. Open Monday through Sunday from 5 to midnight. Don't forget, Sundays from 12:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Barbacoa y menudo. Aguas frescas. Tacos Los Compadres. Saritas Tortilla Factory, family-owned business. You can visit them at 2505 El Indio Highway. You can call them at 830-773-9151. Rica Barbacoa, El Menudo Delicioso, from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as they give you great flour tortillas or corn tortillas. Saritas Tortilla Factory. Si son saritas, caliéntamelas para el sabor. Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. make the call.
Since 2008, MJC Real Estate has been serving our community with all your real estate needs. Visit us at 240 North Adams Street or call us today at 830-757-6555 to schedule an appointment. Investment property, house, whatever the case may be, we're where it's at. MJC Real Estate.
Hola, buenos días. Los esperamos aquí en Loma Bonita Restaurant. En la mañana tenemos variedad de tacos mañaneros. Tenemos el menudo, los huevos rancheros, las migas, los chilaquiles. Por la tarde les ofrecemos el famosísimo caldo de res, las beef enchiladas, la milanesa, los tacos y muchas cosas más que ofrecerles. Estamos ubicados en la 1755 Garrison. Los esperamos.
All right, so we're back live, and the ball gets past the catcher. Es Hurtado to second. The
Now called by Lynn, 1 ball and no strike.
It's an update from seven in the 7th inning, 1-1, as Hardendale and CC Winn boys are tied in the 7th inning. That one gets away. And Valderas draws a walk. So loading up the bases for Maite Figueroa, and no place to put her. And she got intentionally walked in the 5th, but now they're going to have to go after her here in the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 10-10. First pitch is a ball.
Time is being called. In another sports information from Winn High School, we just got information from Mr. Pregame that the Winn Mavericks baseball team is tied up right now in San Antonio against Hardendale 1-1.
So one ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded here. For Figueroa. Strike on the outside corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch on its way. That one misses high. 3-1. Trying to make sure that they're careful and not giving Maite anything in the over the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hawthorne in the circle for the Lady Titans. 3-1 pitch. Misses high. Ball 4. Walks in a run.
The Mavericks now take a 11-10 lead. With bases still remaining loaded for the Mavs, for the Lady Mavs.
Bottom of the 6th. 11-10. High scoring game here.
Number 9 is the courtesy runner. He's starting while I use it.
One ball, no strikes. And that's number 18. For the Lady Mavericks, number 18 is Jacqueline Garcia. Pinch hitting for Daisy Garcia. Two balls and 1 strike on Garcia. Jacqueline Garcia. Hawthorne, the pitch. Misses outside. 3-1 to count. Just an update. Top of the 7th, 3-1. Winn is up over in San Antonio. Ball 4. And Hurtado comes in. Valderas. Garcia over to first. Makes it 12-10. Dariana Mata, who grounded out to second to end the inning in the 5th. Again, comes up, second time around, comes up with bases loaded and 2 outs. She's 0 for 3, 1 for 4 today with a 2 RBIs, double back in the 1st. Hit into a fielder's choice, grounded out to short and second. That one line foul. 1-1 count on the hitter. That one popped foul. That runs the ball inside on her hands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled. One ball, two strike pitch on its way. That one fouled, and that's the Hyundai Del Rio foul ball. Hawthorne in the circle for the Titans. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Mata. Rifle that one into right field. 1 run will score. Around third. 2 runs will score. Play at the third is out at third.
A 2 RBI single for
Collects 2 more RBIs. She gets a single to right field. Scores 2 more runs as Valderas comes in. And the courtesy runner comes in for Figueroa as Garcia gets thrown out. 9-2-5 for out. 9-3-5 for out number 3. And that retires the Lady Mavericks in the 6th. 5 runs on 3 hits. No errors. Or 1 error, 1 error. And 1 left on base. 14-10. 4 runs. 5 runs in that inning. As we go to the 7th. Up by 4. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. STX Training Academy. And we're back live, top of the 7th. Lady Mavericks up by 4. Tovar, Hernandez, Aguilar due up for the Titans. Fouls that one off, strike 1. Goes upstairs, ball 1, 1-1 count. Another high-scoring affair. 24 runs. Scored in this game total between both teams. This weekend, the 94th Border Olympics track meet Starts on the 6th and 7th. Starts on Friday. And the finals are on the 7th. 2 balls, 1 strike. On the hitter. That one missed. Dulce. Tovar. 3 balls, 1 strike. Figueroa misses low. Draws a walk. Leadoff runner on. For the Titans. Want to thank everybody who's joined us on another broadcast. Please follow, like, subscribe. (14-10). Top of the 7th. Runner at first. Hernandez. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hernandez. The left fielder for the Titans. Figueroa in the circle for the Mavericks. Ball 2. That one into right field. Ball quickly in. A single to right by Hernandez. So now runners at first and second and no outs. Top of the 7th. Lady Mavericks lead it by 4. For Legacy, 1 run in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th. That one to the shortstop. Hurtado flips it to 3rd, out at 3rd. It was a force out at 3rd. Gonna check and see over at 3rd base. Out called. So after they pleading the case, Bocanera does not get the call. It was a 6-5 put out for out number 1. Aguilar gets on a fielder's choice, and Hernandez into second. Ball gets away, pass ball. And that's Hernandez, the shortstop. Ball 1 on the hitter. That one hit into the gap and caught the left fielder. So Hernandez sack fly, RBI to left field. As she brings in Hernandez. And Aguilar to third. So, excuse me, Hernandez flies out to left for the second out. Runner does advance to third. 2 outs. 1 run in. Still down by 3 with a runner at third. I was waiting to see why.
That'll bring up to the plate now, number 4, Neve Sanchez.
So 1 ball, no strikes. As Sanchez tries to get her way on. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the Taco de los Compadres foul ball. That one up the middle. As Sanchez gets an RBI single. An RBI single. She hits it up the middle. 2 more. Another run comes in, making it 14-12. Two outs. Down 2 runs. Top of the 7th. Lady Mavericks lead it by 2. Runner first is Sanchez Puente, who the last 2 at bats, she has a single and a run scored and a double. So she's 2 for 4 tonight with 2 runs scored. Ball gets away. Ball 1. Strike 1. 1-1 on the hitter, Puente. One ball, 2 strikes. Puente. 1 ball, 2 strike. Fouls that one off. The lefty stays in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As she fouls that one off. That's the Loma Bonita restaurant foul ball. 1-2 pitch on its way. Misses outside. Runner goes to third. So Sanchez at third. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Working that outside corner is Figueroa. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Down by 2. That one fouled off. That's the La Parrilla foul ball. Two-two pitch on its way from Figueroa to third. Over to first for out number 3. And that retires. And that's the ball games of Puente. 5-3 for out number 3. 14-12. Another high-scoring affair. 14-12 the score. Thank you very much for allowing us into your rooms, into your living rooms, and everywhere on another broadcast of South Texas Sports Live. Freddie Dea for Samuel Flores, my camera operator. I'm Freddie Dea. The final from the Lynn Purcell Student Activity Center softball field. The Lady Mavericks 14, the Titans 12. Thank you and good night.